Alright guys, with the Azure update coming soon, we've seen brand new sneak peeks, huge lore reveals, returning characters, and some massive additions coming to Forsaken. Let's get into it! There were also 3 new Survivor skins, with 2 of them belonging to V. The first is Radical V, a colorful and energetic design that many players think takes inspiration from Jet Set Radio. With its vibrant style and over-the-top aesthetic, it definitely stands out compared to many existing Survivor skins. The second V skin is Overheat V, which has been one of the most requested concepts for quite some time. This skin makes it feel like V was overcharged and basically exploded like in Samsung Galaxy phone, complete with exhaust pipes that release smoke while skating, burnt glass facial features, and welder's gloves. What's even more surprising is that this concept dates all the way back to November. Many players thought it had been abandoned entirely, so seeing it suddenly appear in testing after months of silence has caught everyone by surprise. Another skin discovered during the teaser was Zombie Cat Elliot. Very little is currently known about where this concept originally came from, but based on its design, many players believe it follows the same looking design as the other newly discovered Survivor skins. Elliot has a dog skin, so to finally get a cat skin also makes sense.
Just give it to me!
Beyond Azure himself, we also got a brand new look at the lobby that will arrive with the update. Near the beach area, you can see a brand new extension that appears to be dedicated to the Spawn cult. At the back of this section is a small hut, while coffins have been scattered around the lobby. Azure's influence has spread everywhere, with massive tentacles now covering large portions of the lobby. Just like how Nosferatu switched up the entire atmosphere for his release, some players are already speculating that the graveyard area could be connected to unlocking Azure. If that's true, it may mean players have to complete some sort of quest rather than simply purchasing him outright. While many people like the idea of an interactive unlock method, others are hoping it won't end up being another Jane Doe situation, as those quests were known for causing problems and occasionally bugging out. Still, it would be a much more memorable way to unlock the character. Forsaken also revealed a brand new accessibility feature, which is the visual terror radius is now coming. Instead of relying entirely on sound, there is a heart icon appear on their survivor. As the killer gets closer, the heart will beat faster and visually change, giving players a clear indication that danger is nearby. Some players are already saying this will become one of the most useful settings in the entire game. One of the best things coming to this update is that many of Azure's skins are actually community creations. Isaac has confirmed that several concepts submitted by players are now becoming official skins, with contributors helping bring them into the game. Another thing people have been wanting for a long time is updates to some of the older skins. We already know there was originally supposed to be a huge Cool Kid update that included multiple redesigns, brand new chase themes, and even more content. However, that entire update ended up being scrapped, with most of those changes seemingly being pushed into the upcoming Azure update instead. Because of that, skins like Savior and several Cool Kid variants are still some of the most anticipated redesigns in the game. One thing players have been pointing out is that almost everyone only uses Milestone because it's by far the best looking Milestone skin. It seems like Forsaken wants every Milestone skin to actually feel worth using, instead of everyone instantly equipping the final one and ignoring the rest. Another skin people still talk about is the old Doom by Fate collab. Unfortunately, that collab was scrapped after all the drama surrounding the game, despite many people believing it wasn't even Doom by Fate's fault. It was a skin that players were genuinely excited for, and with so many collabs returning recently, there's always a chance Forsaken could reconsider bringing it back in the future. Aside from that, Coconut recently mentioned how neglected Cool Kid has become and even hinted that something really exciting could be on the way. Since then, players have become even more excited to hopefully see a wave of Cool Kid redesigns finally arrive, with people also asking for more skins for characters like Sixer, since they haven't seen another skin in a while. We've already seen plenty of sneak peeks and concepts over the past few months, making it feel like multiple older skins are finally getting the attention they've needed for a long time. On top of that, players have also been asking for more lore-based skins that actually fit into Forsaken's lore. As with the milestone concepts made that turned Cool Kid into 007 and 7 with the Cool Gui completely corrupting Cool Kid. It would be a perfect way to make the milestone skins feel much more unique while also expanding the game's lore. Survivor-specific emotes ended up being one of the most requested ideas. Instead of every character sharing the same animation, each survivor would get their own unique emote based on their personality and abilities. For example, Guest would perform a military salute, which fits perfectly with his background as a soldier. Meanwhile, 007 Steven gets one of the most detailed emotes so far, taking out his cool GUI and typing on it as if he is attempting to teleport away. Another survivor receiving an emote is Tav, who takes out a subspace trip mine, tosses it into the air, and catches it again. The animation feels very similar to inspecting weapons in other games and gives the character a lot more personality. Dussaker has also been shown with an emote where he summons a car before making it disappear, alongside a message explaining that his magic is limited within this realm. This mystery skin is actually for Nosferatu, something almost nobody expected. Considering how long Nosferatu has gone without receiving many skins, this is finally the moment a lot of players have been waiting for. The quote itself immediately caught people's attention because it's actually a reference to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, specifically the character Dio Brando. Since Dio is also a vampire, it makes perfect sense that this crossover-inspired skin would go to Nosferatu. With the new render of Nosferatu, that pose looks almost identical to Dio's iconic stance, making the inspiration even more obvious. What makes this even cooler is that Guest already has a JoJo-inspired sailor skin, meaning the developers could have some fun interactions planned between the two. Players are already speculating that both characters could receive a brand new LMS theme whenever they face each other. Others have even suggested that Dio uses Za Warudo whenever the start of an LMS happens between him and Sailor, to where all the colors get changed, which Forsaken have already implemented with a private server character called Noob the World, so they can easily implement this effect for this skin. With returning skins like Werewolf also expected to make a comeback, Nosferatu fans are finally getting the attention they've wanted ever since the killer first released. So there's a massive character that players have wanted to see return to Forsaken for a very long time, which is Jason, and it looks like we're finally getting closer than ever. While it probably won't be Jason himself because of copyright reasons, Isaac recently teased a brand new hockey mask that looks incredibly similar to the original design while being different enough to avoid any legal issues. Because this was posted in the sub-announcements, which could come with this update, but it definitely shows that the developers are still interested in bringing this iconic version of Slasher back in some form. But since it was posted in sub-announcements, some are saying that it is just a joke, but we might still see it. Most players now believe this will become a primordial skin, allowing Jason to return without directly copying the original character. People have even joked that Jason simply changed his hockey mask so he could sneak his way back into Forsaken. Not only that, two random accounts suddenly started appearing out of nowhere, with one of them being based on Damnation. Since then, they've been posting different updates and content from back when Forsaken was still called Damnation. Recently, they even shared a few different Jason skins, with one of them using the brand new remodeled hockey mask that Isaac revealed. What people have started noticing, though, is that the developers have actually been interacting with these posts, making many believe these aren't just random concepts. Instead, they could be teasing legacy variants or even something completely new. One skin in particular has caught everyone's attention. It's the old AZURE design that many people have wanted to see return. While the original design was pretty simple compared to what we have today, it was incredibly iconic, and now it's finally coming back with its own chase theme. It's called Firstborn, with the chase theme actually including lyrics. Another thing that could potentially be coming to the game Something that Elliot players have been asking for quite a while now is his scooter. Recently, Vess put up a poll asking the community whether Elliot's scooter should actually be added into Forsaken. There were several different options available, but the most popular choice by far was having it become a milestone reward. Rather than functioning as an entirely new ability, the scooter would act as a cosmetic during rush hour, replacing Elliot's normal running animation. Honestly, this makes a lot of sense as literally Elliot's render features his scooter, and it has become one of the most recognizable parts of the character. Instead of simply sprinting during rush hour, players could ride the scooter around the map, making the ability feel much more unique and giving Elliot a little more personality. So Forsaken is about to blow up once again. Are you ready for this update? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsaken in it.